I just really do what I want to do with my thumbnails. I'm sorry, it was just the first thing that came to mind. Made you look. I don't know. Some of y'all probably know the song, some of y'all don't. Depends on how much you follow hip hop. But yeah, made oh, yeah, they made you look. Like I said, they there's a number of reasons why the market did what it did. But one, like I said, they're always gonna take profits on your head right before a bullish event comes up. Now we don't know exactly what's going to be said this week or weekend at the conference, but I'm pretty sure some good stuff some bullish stuff is going to come out of it. A lot of people speculating about the whole reserve thing or whatever. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it's cool to think about as far as you know making crypto and blockchain look more legit, but my horizon is still a little bit out further. I would be cool if we had some chill time. I think we're kind of getting a little something here now, but I think we still might have a little run. But I would be completely cool if it was just chill until the fall time. And I haven't done it in a while, but I've pulled up 1,000 times before the Matic chart, how Matic stayed still for 8 months and was one of the best performers. So I know a lot of people are not used to this, and I ain't gonna say nothing else. I want to say something else, but I'm not gonna say that. But all I'm saying is, yeah, just keep your conviction, accumulate, and all that good stuff. Oh, let me put a note in my notes real quick. But yeah, anyway, so price of Bitcoin is going back up. Everybody's saying, "Hey, y'all, it's about to go lower." Everybody's talking about it could hit 50,000 when we had the little crash, or not, crash dump. I can't really call it a crash. Yeah, the price was going down, and everybody was saying, wait for 50K, blah 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 blah. Not happening. That 58 we saw the 58,000 we saw. I mean 52,000 we saw one time was. I mean that was low enough. To see us going below 50, that 52, 53 area, I don't think so. But anyway, we're going back up now, and all the people that sold at 52 are feeling really bad because this is, yeah, they're feeling bad. That's why I say don't try to time the market. Only thing you can do is try to get in early and blah blah blah. Y'all know those spiel. So yesterday, Bitcoin ETF saw net positive inflows of 31 million. Not a lot again. Like I said, we got a couple of 200 million, 300 and one 500 million, or 450 million inflows day to Bitcoin. Um, but with all the Ethereum ETF stuff and the dumping and with Grayscale doing what they doing, um, even the ETFs are probably not bringing in a lot right now. So we got to wait till that dies down. And to show you even more, the ETF, excuse me, and I can't even say the ETFs anymore because there's two of them. The Ethereum ETFs, first day was a positive day of 160 million inflows. It was the first good day. The second day we had $133 million outflows. And yesterday they had to top it with 152 million negative outflows. So two back-to-back days of negative outflows for the Ethereum ETFs due to Grayscale, of course. Um, but I'll say ahead of time. One of the positive things about this is I feel like a lot of that money is going to go back either into the mini trust or it's going to go into some of the other ETFs. So, like a lot of people saying, let's just get it out the way. They're dumping it much faster than what are we at now? They're dumping it much faster than the Grayscale when Grayscale had the Bitcoin trust. So we're at what are we at now? Hmm, I did not do that right. So yeah, they dumping it much faster. Just put it that way. So yeah, yesterday was a negative outflows for the ETS, but the crazy thing is, Um, Crazy thing is that their Bitcoin and ETH are still going up. So imagine when all these outflows stop and you'll just have, it'll be a lot of price appreciation. I know y'all waiting for those days, those parabolic days, but trust me, they're coming. They may not be here right now, but just wait a little bit longer. Because I mean, 152 million outflows into Ethereum, that's not like Bitcoin. It's a lot for Ethereum. But I think it's gonna come back in through the mini trust and the other ETFs. So yeah, they're dumping it much faster. So it's a positive. It's a positive. That you don't have to wait a whole bunch of months for it to be all out. I just pulled this one up right before the stream, so I haven't even really read it. But the gist of it is a mystery wallet. Excuse me, let me read the way they wrote their title. Mystery surrounds $289 million in ETH that moved for the first time in 7 years. I think they said this is it was around 2015 when they first got this money. Um, the wallet initially received 96,474 Ethereum, valued at $130,000 in September 1st, 2015. Is when it first received it from the Ethereum Foundation. The Ethereum Foundation says they claim this is not one of their wallets or whatever. So, whatever. But anyway, first time it's moved in 7 years, and people, trying to figure out what's going on. But like I said, I mean, we just had Grayscale with $150 million of outflows. This is about double that, but the market's still going up. I mean, this stuff is going to happen. People are going to take profits. They're going to do what they want to do. So um, maybe the person sees it as a good time to take profits and they want to do something else with the money. I don't know. But yeah, I just pulled that up a couple of seconds ago. So I'll probably look into it later and see if I can find the wallet address and track it to see what it's doing. Anyway, US ETFs by 484 Bitcoin today, or yesterday, which wasn't a lot, but as it makes it to a total of 48,000 in July, which is the largest month since March. Y'all know how the end of March went down too, but anyway, so it's a big month for the Bitcoin ETFs. I'm not going to get too deep in this one, but it said there won't be a long list of crypto ETFs. BlackRock Robert Mitchnick says. I was trying to find the conversation, but whatever. I still think it's I still think it's misdirection. I don't think it's going to be a whole bunch of like altcoin ETFs like some people saying. I know a lot of people talking about the XRP one. I don't know, maybe so. And the biggest one that people been talking about is Solana, which I do think is going to happen. So one thing I learn as I get older is people always tell the truth with a little bit of lie, and they always tell a lie with a little bit of truth, and that's the way they can keep you confused. So he's right. Yeah, it's not going to be 20, 50, 60 probably these altcoin ETFs or whatever, but there are going to be some other ones. But they want to say statements like this to detour people from being bullish on other stuff like Solana and stuff like that. Um, Anyways, it does an this market moves faster. They used to playing these games with stocks and stuff like that, but it only takes compared to the stock market, it only takes a little bit of money to move some of these altcoins, even like Solana, which some of y'all thinking crypto is a big market cap. In crypto it is, but in other stuff it's not. So they making the same types of statements they would make with stocks, but I mean Solana's gonna move how it's gonna move anyway. So anyway, news. Wait, did I line this up correctly? I think this is coming too early. Let me push this down some. I think to right. Wait. Sorry, y'all. Wrong place. All right, there it is. Oh, some bullish news. Is it bullish? It is bullish because I was telling one of my I've been telling one of my mentees for the longest, like, he's in the producing music too. He's a music engineer and producer. Um, and so, he follows a lot of the music pages, hip hop, Shade Room, all that kind of crap. And I was talking about this months ago how they made a huge push to like try to flood crypto by using NFTs as an example, knowing that people would put NFTs and crypto all in the same bucket. And they were talking about like, oh, blah blah blah. Justin Bieber bought this NFT and now it's worth $2.50 and all this kind of stuff. And to make people bearish on crypto, say it's a scam. And if you go through the comments, you just see stuff like, I knew that stuff was a scam before it came out. Y'all fell for it, blah blah. That's why I never got into it. And so anyway, their little fun and crypto campaign worked on millions and millions of people. And one thing I was telling him, no, I think he put this together. That a lot of the NFTs was on Ethereum or whatever. And so once again, because people say NFTs are bad, and if Ethereum is bad, therefore all crypto is bad. But anyway, I was showed him this woman raising the Ethereum Bitwise ETF on Wall Street. Anyway, so this is them raising the flag. I guess I could have did that with the sound off, but I was showing them them raising the flag on Wall Street or whatever. And I was saying this is how they play you. You can't listen to what they're saying. You got to listen to what they're doing. Granted, even the price action of Ethereum is not the best right now because of the outflows and whatever else, but it's trying to come back up. But I was just showing them like they always gonna lie to you. They're never trying to tell you information to help you. That's why I try to get people to understand. If people's like willingly trying to give you something for free, like it's probably not worth it, or it's probably a lie. But anyway, he's slowly starting to trying to see the truth. This is not big news, but some people take it as big news. How do I want to address this without offending anybody? But anyway, Elon Musk X removes crypto emojis, leaving the community puzzled, which I can understand. Um, but see, okay. Leaving the community puzzled. Anyway, just put it short. He took like when you put the Bitcoin thing on there, the hashtag or whatever usually has a little Bitcoin symbol, and now that's gone. But pretty much the article saying it's not just Bitcoin, it's like crypto.com's coin, BNB's coin. None of them have their little picture anymore next to the hashtag. But this one chick, I'm gonna just skip the article. She took it serious, man. Like, what'd she say? According to Genova, like I said, there's an urgent need. This is her quote. There's an urgent need for independent universal digital symbol, and that responsibility now lies with Unicode. She went on to say that it's unacceptable to have multiple emojis related to money and dollars, while there's none for a community that has faced years of scrutiny and yet managed to transform global economics within just 15 years. Bitcoin is not just an asset, it's a revolution that deserves recognition. I mean, I feel you, but calm down, bro. It's an emoji. It's just an emoji. I just don't know how I don't know how people get so tired of stuff. Like I love crypto too, here to make money. But I think people just tie stuff too strongly to their self identity. I know people's like, oh, this could be bearish for crypto because, I guess they feel like it made crypto look legit or whatever they thought was cool, or like she said, a symbol of the revolution. Y'all going too hard, I think. I mean, I understand, but I still think y'all going too hard on this. But they was like, it's weird that he's doing it, or the Twitter X. Or I still can't stop calling it Twitter. I know Elon likes X, but anyway, they were just saying it's crazy that he did this during the week of the conference, and so they don't like it, and they want you to know that they don't like it. I ain't gonna make fun of her, but I think she's a tad bit too passionate. Or is it he? You know, let's not get in that conversation. Do I want to? I'm not gonna play this one. But yeah. Anyway, just like the thumbnail says, he was saying the same thing. He said yesterday's dump and pump was a classic example of make the bears excited, make them short the market, trap them below support, and liquidate them, take away their Bitcoin. Like, stop falling for it. I keep telling people stop leverage trading, just spot buy and hold and make your money. Don't be greedy. And then also, people trying to time the market. I saw it. Y'all saw what I did yesterday. I was like, hey, DCA, because I could tell what was going on. I'm like, we in the middle of this conference. There you go. And I think people always, here's the thing, people always speculate like, you know, okay, so I made the statement. I always say that before a bullish event, they're going to dump the market. They're going to take profits on your head or whatever, and they're going to buy back lower while you are wondering if it's going to continue to go lower. They're going to start buying it up and send the market back up. And so I think what people get confused a lot of times is If it doesn't, if it happens right before the event, they're like, "Oh yeah, Zoe, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Uh, yeah, you're right, Zoe. It happened before the event." What people have trouble with is when it's happening during the beginning of an event or during the event, because the dump technically happened the first day of the event. So then people who are not watching Twitter and all in crypto news, like some of y'all and me, they're like, "Well, stuff must be going bad at the convention." They know the games they be playing. That's why I said, I mean, I was ready to DCA. I wasn't listening to any crap about waiting to see if the market goes lower and all that trash people's trying to say. Because I mean, they got the tricks are getting old. The tricks are getting real old. We're gonna talk about some other tricks here in a minute. But yeah, the tricks are getting old. Granted, there's still some people gonna fall for the tricks. Um, and it just is what it is. Just like the politics. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. Um, I also looked at this one right before stream, but I will read it. Bitflyer acquires FTX Japan, plans to launch crypto ETFs. The acquisition could be another step towards the first spot crypto ETF launching in Japanese markets. Bitflyer Holdings has acquired FTX Japan and plans to launch potential crypto-based exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. Bitflyer has... Wait, why is my phone dying? Anyway, Bitflyer has completed the acquisition of 100% of FTX Japan's outstanding shares, making it its wholly owned subsidiary. The new business plans to provide crypto custody solutions for institutional investors, wrote Yozu Kano, the CEO of Bitflyer Holdings, in a July 26th X post. The company is needed that has the security technology to safely store the physical Bitcoin that will serve as the ETF's backing asset through our custody business. We aim to become a public service that serves an industry infrastructure. So I got to plug this thing up. But yeah, everybody's acquiring stuff right now and trying to start exchanges. This is like the second one in Japan, and we had a couple in China as well. I'm not gonna get into all that, but y'all see what the gist of it, the article is. You can read it on your own if you want to. So now let's get into this. Another thing, I was talking to my wait, which order do I want to play this in? I'm trying to get my storytelling on, y'all, so give me a minute. So we'll do it this way. This might not be the best order, but whatever. Let's just do it. So anyway, we got RFK here speaking this very short clip. Right. So here we go.
Huge supporter of Bitcoin. I was here a year ago at the other Bitcoin conference. I went home with most of my wealth into Bitcoin, so I'm fully committed. Huge supporter of Bitcoin. I was here a year.
If you didn't understand it, he said he's a huge supporter of Bitcoin. He was here at the last conference, and at the last conference, he left with most of his wealth in Bitcoin. I know it's hard to understand RFK sometimes. So we got this right. And then this is what I was explaining to my mentee this morning. It says Bitcoin 2024 politics takes center stage in Nashville. The Bitcoin 2024 conference is underway in Nashville, Tennessee, and Donald Trump's address on July 27th is a major draw card. We don't need to go into this. I could, but it's really no need. It's just the gist of it. So we just had RFK, and this is the main thing. I was explaining to my mentee this morning. We got RFK saying this about Bitcoin. He was there at the last conference. He left with most of his wealth in Bitcoin. He's a huge supporter of Bitcoin. It's pretty much the independent candidate right now, but we know how this goes. Then you got Trump that's at the Bitcoin conference, supposed to speak there. You got the Kathy Woods, Michael Saylor. We think Elon Musk is going to be there. Who else? It's a lot of all the rich people. Y'all know. We got BlackRock, even though y'all don't know Vanguard as well, because they're all the same thing. Fidelity, State Street. You got all these people involved, right? All these rich people here. at the Bitcoin conference. And so I was explaining to him how I know you've been made to think that crypto is not legit. And here's another thing: a lot of people fell for the whole thing with Bitcoin last cycle with all the scammers. Remember, this on social media, like send me this amount of money, this Bitcoin, and I'll send you two back, and all that kind of bull crap. That's what some people's visual of crypto and Bitcoin is. So they're not they're they're not addressing the scammers. They're making Bitcoin a scam, but it's the people who scammed you. It was your fault. You sent somebody money thinking it was going to send you Bitcoin. You should have did your own research and found out that you could have bought your own Bitcoin. Anyway, so at the fall of all that, I was showing him, like I said, the BlackRocks, Fidelities, all the Bitcoin ETFs, and now the Ethereum ETFs, and it was explaining to him how NFTs and Ethereum, how all it works together. Then you got Trump at the Bitcoin conference, and like I said, all the people I just named or whatever. And then I showed him this. I said, but you know who's not there? The person that they sent to make the distractions, because they want to keep a certain group of people distracted. So they're holding a pep rally right now with none other than Kamala. And we got this going on.
Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, hi. You're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle, Brock, this means so much to me. I am looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I both, and getting out there, being on the road. But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
So once again, I'm not trying to get political or anything, but like I was explaining to him this morning, if all of them are there, and let's just make this simple, if all of them are over here at the Bitcoin conference and all eyes over here, all the money's eyes is over here, and you got Kamala over here, not at the conference, they're trying to make you look the other way. So my thumbnail had two meanings. So it's made you look. Everybody, not everybody, but y'all know, I'm just being honest, my people are being distracted because all the eyes are over here. Kamala, she's on two different sides of the field. Everybody over here at the Bitcoin conference, everybody's over here looking at the pep rally they trying to create for Kamala. Like, oh my gosh, she about to win. Oh my gosh, y'all never saw nobody argue with a black woman. She about to kill this debate. Oh my gosh, Donald Trump's running away from the debate. Blah. And they got all this stuff. And I was explaining it's a distraction because they had two different places. Why is she not? And I thought about it for a minute, even the other day when we were talking about like, oh, Kamala might speak at the conference. I was like, that wouldn't make any sense because then everybody's eyes would be on the conference. Everybody would know what's behind the curtain or whatever. And so slowly, not as fast as I wanted to, but slowly they starting to understand. I'm trying to tell you, this is not just Trump. RFK is there. Trump is there. We still think Elon's going to be there. I've been teaching him over time who Kathy Woods and Michael Saylor are and different stuff like that. And then him seeing all the other rich people, he knows about BlackRock and is learning about the other fund managers and all that kind of stuff. I said, just think about this with your mind. Like it's a straight up distraction. When you got people across social media posting about their sororities and how in history about how it's connected to AKAs, which Kamala was a part of, and putting history posts about her at Harvard and posting pictures about her at, I don't know, Freaknik and whatever hip hop concert in the 90s and wearing an X curl. And it's just like all distractions. And Pete, they don't realize it. I'm like, y'all over here at this fake pep rally, and it's a whole nother thing going on. And like I said, I'm trying to explain to him without sounding, actually, he might be more along the lines of conspiracy than me, but trying to explain to him without making it sound so conspiracy, like with just basic stuff. Like if all the big money is over here and all the stuff is working like this in the government, and I've been taking him through the different conversations. Once again, if you're on the channel for the first time, I'm neutral. I don't give a crap about none of y'all political parties. But going back through, and I'm showing him all the stuff that Brad Sherman said, all the stuff that Maxine Waters said, the arguments with Patrick McHenry and all that kind of stuff, and letting him line it up himself without me just talking over his head and trying to like push it down his throat. I'm like, if you look at these conversations from 8 months ago and then you look at what they're saying and what they're doing now, what do you think about it? And so now, anyway, now he's starting to understand, and it's just I don't know. As I get older, I just realize it's so easy to distract people. It's so easy to divide and conquer. I used the example like 2 weeks on my stream ago. I mean, they always use politics to divide and conquer, and then they had the whole thing with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And let's just be honest. Be honest with yourself now. You can have it on both sides. You need all black people like Angel Reese is the best, and you had all y'all know what they are coming out like, oh, Caitlin Clark is the best, and it was this black versus white thing, and I was like, it don't take much for y'all racism to come out like on both sides. Y'all it's so easy to divide people. I mean, it's so easy and it's scary. But anyway, now people are mad because now they saying good stuff about each other in interviews, and then Angel Reese said something cool about Caitlin Clark, and she was like, she's a great scorer, whatever. And it's like y'all little demons that's inside y'all that wants y'all to be so divided. Now y'all mad that they getting along. Like, people are weird, man. Anyway, back to this. I keep telling them, I'm just like, man, this is it's all a game, man. Y'all gonna fall for this. Y'all can send your money to her if you want. And like I said, it's the same thing I would have been telling people last cycle. If I knew what I knew now, like, hey, man, you can send your money to the Trump campaign if you want, but he ain't gonna win. That was last cycle. Now this cycle, it's her turn. But I know, and until it plays out, then I guess people will listen. But there's just too many things without talking about conspiracy. If you think with common sense, hey, this just don't make sense. All the rich people over here at this conference, Trump is over there, RFK is over there. But just this one candidate is not. Excuse me. This one candidate is not over there. So anyway, I keep trying to explain this to people. Not to mention that phone call definitely sounds scripted and very disingenuous. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I wonder, was that even Obama's? AI is AI is crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, man. I don't know what to say. What is Bitcoin doing now? It's doing a little bouncy thing. Yeah. Anyway, thank God it's Friday. Hopefully y'all having a good morning and all that good stuff. I was supposed to say that first, but I think I just started talking. But yeah, the Ethereum ETFs are having a lot of outflows, and I mean, it is what it is. Let them just go ahead and get it over with, and then we'll pump whenever. I know somebody in the group was saying like I said we might bleed until like October, which could be the case. I wouldn't be mad if we do. I really don't care. But I feel like we're gonna get a little pump somewhere here. So, but even if it doesn't, I really don't care. And then somebody was talking about this morning. I didn't look into it. It said because I know it was a lot of shorts to be liquidated at around 72,000, but apparently there's a lot of shorts stacking up around 68 and a half or 68, somewhere around 63.4, something like that. I mean 68.4. My bad, 68,400. So it looks like it's trying. That's why it's not getting over 68. We'll see. Because if we bust through a lot of shorts at 68 and then we go to 72 and bust those shorts, then we could be going to Valhalla, as people like to say. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I don't care about short term. Comments, questions, and concerns. Blackmore family said, same always going to be Twitter me. I'm sorry, so long ago. I'm not even sure what you was referencing to. My bad. Katie Kate said Japan also just increased their minimum wage. Oh, did they? And it's crazy. Everybody else is having these interest rate cuts too. Like, I know I said yesterday that stuff is not lining up. Let's just say this off top. Nothing in the States makes sense, to be honest. But I was saying with the stuff they were doing, trying to say that the economy was growing or whatever. I was like, that could prevent us from getting rate cuts or whatever. But the way I see it, I don't know. I think I'm back on it, and it's crazy because we only got a few days to find out. To be honest, what 3 or 4 days? I don't know. They probably still could do surprise rate cuts. I guess I got to double down on that. Um, oh, I was trying to. Okay, I think you're saying got to punctuate, my friend. Got to punctuate. I think you said we're dumping. You're saying no 70K until 2025 is what you think. Um, hmm, hmm. Nah, I think we'll get to 70K before 2025. I mean, we both. It's just opinions. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not trying to argue with you. So, yeah, I think we'll get there before 2025. Um, Crypto World said, I wonder if crypto to fiat establishments will start popping up more. Yeah, of course. I mean, they got to. They got to. They're gonna take their time with it though. They got to get their foot in there good. They got to get all their ducks in a row and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Say right now it's mainly ATM style machines and gas stations, but I could see them being installed in banks and outside of grocery stores. Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing: after a while, it won't. You won't even have to convert it. Like I was saying with the Tangent Visa card. And I mean, there's other cards already out there. I still like the Tangent one, but you won't even have to convert it. Like I said, you'll be able to spend it right from your cold storage. Like I said, so I don't think it really be a conversion thing. But I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I don't. It won't be a need to convert. You just convert it right in the middle of the purchase. I mean, that's how I see it. I don't know. As you said, good morning, good morning. Thanks for the DCA and the new pick notification. Oh yeah. Oh man, when I tell y'all, I was asleep while typing that, but I was like, I got to do it now. It's kind of like I did it a couple of months ago with one that I felt it was a liquidity trade or whatever. We'll see what the project still does, but hopefully y'all took most of your profits out of there by now. But I was doggone near sleep, but I was like, I think looking at the chart is the time to say something now. Um, but yeah, I know a lot of people skeptical. I saw a couple of messages, y'all was saying like, "Are you sure?" Because I know everybody's saying it could go lower, and I'm never gonna try to act like I'm the know-it-all. I don't have a crystal ball, even though sometimes it seems like I do. But I was like, nah, I don't think lower is the move right now. And like I said, they just trying to scare people out, a little shakeout or whatever. And I thought it was a good time to DCA. But yeah, I gotta. And then here's another thing. I try to train. I want to use the word train, but I try to show y'all in the group how to like do your own research. I feel like maybe y'all tell me what y'all think. Sometimes I do feel like I might spoon feed a little bit too much because I want y'all to like learn when I put the information out to go do your own research and stuff and just not look at what I'm saying about stuff. But yeah, I just threw that up real quick. I was literally like, was I laying in the bed or I was on the way to the bed? But I was asleep. I don't even remember what I said in that message. I don't remember what I said at all. I'm pretty sure I probably typed the sentence backwards and everything. Anyway, it was a good time to DCA. As he said, thumbs up. As he said, be a part of the greatest crypto group. Man, I'll be trying to tell these people, but it's just my word. It's crazy. Another thing I know is I see a lot of people talking about how other groups have like people faking it in their comments, like people to say stuff like, "Oh, the group is so great." If you're watching and you're not in a group, I don't tell nobody to say this stuff because I let people do what they want to do. And as I always say, I told the person yesterday, I was like, I'm not like these other people. They just trying to collect, Patreon members like Infinity Stones. If I feel like you're gonna get in my group and play games and, to be honest, get on my nerves, I'm not gonna let you in the group. It's just I'm not just here to collect people money. But yeah, I definitely think it's one of the best groups. But people gonna do what they want to do. But I saw y'all talking a bit in there too. I was looking at the news, so I guess I'm gonna get in there and look around, see what y'all talking about. I'm getting there, see what y'all talking about for a minute. Then might take an early break today. I'll be back in the afternoon, but I got some stuff to take care of. See, I just be talking my thoughts out loud. But anyway, if you do want to be part of one of the greatest groups, I would say I think I'm definitely. I don't care across the entire crypto space. I would say I'm one of the top 5 groups for sure. I really believe that seriously. May take time for people to realize, but I don't know what to do. And I saw other people's, a lot of people ask, what you gonna do in the bear market? I've been thinking about that because I was like, I don't know, erase this thing or whatever. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll stick around. But just knowing it's gonna be some real chill conversations. Like, I mean, y'all see how my conversations are now. I don't do all the hype stuff and all the flashy stuff. I let people have that, man. But yeah. It's the weekend. Thank God it's Friday. Patreon.com/CryptoZo. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Hopefully you get a lot of money out of nowhere to put into the market and DC into some of these picks before the market runs. And yeah, have a good weekend. Patreon.com/CryptoZo. Get in before we close it off. Up, I was about what you say, CryptoZo group meetup at the Bitcoin conference 2025. 2020. We'll see. We'll see if I feel like being in the States at that time. We'll see. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be in the States at that time. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully y'all have a good weekend, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time.